What's going on? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now, before you continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you check out other videos that are on this channel, including the playlists. Make sure you check out all the links in the description for this video and for the other videos that are posted for the artist interviews. Make sure that you stay updated. And let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get this money. It's 2020. We're doing this for real.
I'm walking on that rainbow to the pot of gold. The young brother always working, hungry for more ascension. Attention. Ascension.
103.5 Homeboyz Radio, Nairobi's home of hip-hop culture. What's happening? How you doing? My name is Ruby V, and I'm going to be rocking with you all the way till 9 p.m. This is what we do, blasting you nothing but the best, the dopest, the hottest in Kenyan hip-hop.
Unplugged Season 2, welcome back to my channel. Now, today I have Ruby V
Yes, sir.
here with me. Nimtoche Kidogo. The Kenyan Angela Martinez. The brainchild behind Uncut and the Uncut ciphers. Kama unajua culture, by the way, so unajua this is one of the faces of the culture. The big faces, eh?
What? Big faces.
One of the big faces of the culture.
Ati niko na kichwa kubwa.
See, no. Like literally, like if you were to paint a picture of who's helping out the culture,
Yeah.
you'd be among them.
Amen.
Being painted. You, Buddha Blaze,
Thank
Jinx.
you. Thank you.
Those guys.
Thank you.
So yeah. I'm here with Ruby.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were talking a bit, and I don't necessarily what we were talking about, but yeah, just know this is take two. So you were telling me about your start at Homeboyz.
Yeah.
Being an intern. No.
Yeah.
Literally from like listening to Homeboyz, listening to Molly Rachel. Going all the way to her giving you a chance to be on radio.
Yeah.
Then you going to DJ John and then asking him, I want to do this show with DJ Final Cut. You had that idea of doing HHC.
Yeah.
And then, let's continue talking about that. Like,
So I went to John. I said, let's do this.
Yeah.
Final Cut requested me. Actually, I said Final Cut because I was like, you know him longer. You probably don't know my name. I'm just, we don't speak. So the guy that you actually know.
Like, did he know you were?
Listen, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think he did. Because when I was Rachel's assistant, one time he referred to me by my name. I was like, okay. Okay. I was like, okay, so I'm not that girl. I'm actually, he has a name. Yeah. So I went to the show, and honestly, I had no idea what was happening in Kenyan hip hop. I had absolutely no clue. There was no documentation. Wapi hadn't happened for a minute, so it's not like I could. And also, there weren't videos, of like Ati Wapi or you get. So I had no idea what was happening. Final Cut used to send me his playlist like a day or two before, and then I'd get on the internet, and then I'd get information, and then I'd choose where to speak. I'd be like, I got information on person X. Let me speak there. So from there is when I started doing features on the Homeboyz Radio website for Jump of Freshmen in 2014. Ace the Don, Cashy, Papa Don, that crew.
So is that like where you found your groove, or
not yet? Actually, no. That was me just trying to get a grip on it, just so I can have more stuff to talk about on air. Besides, find me on social media. I didn't. There's a time I did a show by myself, and the whole 2 hours I was just like, find us on social media, our Homeboyz Radio. The hashtag is HHC, hashtag K, that was that. So I just wanted to have a little more conversation, and I also wanted, they told us, for you to get a job at Homeboyz Radio, you gotta prove your value, you gotta prove your worth. So I was like, I was trying to be valuable as well. I was like, nobody else is doing features on the freshmen. I'ma take that up, just to show people that I have a grip on things. That was 2014. So in 2015, I was just like, okay, let's take this the long way. We're doing this. Go big or go home. I rebranded. I was having a conversation with Della Mbai. Shout out to her. She was like, I was talking to another major presenter here, and he was like, what's Ruby's deal? Like, what's your vibe? What do you want to be known as? And at that time we were also doing entertainment news, so they had suggested like I can be the 411 chick. And for a minute I remember I used to blast people. I'd be like, hello Calligraph, who produced this beat? And they'd be like, Motif did it. And I'd be like, okay, we're gonna talk about that. And I know maybe Cali hates me. I don't think he does, because he came to the Hip Hop Awards. So, we have a cordial relationship. Yeah. When we talk on the phone, it's like, And I also told him that Cali, it's all love. It's not. Don't think just because I'm criticizing you, it means that I hate you. Yeah. It actually means that you're way up there, and you can lower the standard for other people. So, we're following your lead. So 2015, did my whole blog, made it a hip-hop blog. Yeah. So I started doing reviews, did one-on-ones, whatever features I could find, whatever stories that were interesting to me, I was doing that. And then I had a SoundCloud where I'd post like long-ass interviews, and this was inspired by Modani Drama. Yo, a lot of women are in here. So one day, Modani came actually right here, and we had a conversation. It was a very long, extensive conversation. I think there was something happening on air. She'd come for class 124, but there was something happening, like there was technical difficulties. So they were like, why don't you just record an interview with Modani in the recording studio, see what comes of it. So this is me meeting her for the first time, and we're talking about stuff, like we were talking about everything. And Modani is one person who never shies away from speaking her mind. So we're talking about, King Kaka, we're talking about Cali, we're talking about Bongo Sawa, every single thing, like collaborations, all that stuff. Yeah. Then I put it up online. And then I saw a couple blogs pick it up, like MDQ Talks. I'm like, excuse you, where did she talk that at? I remember going on Twitter like, if you're gonna take someone's interview, you better credit them. I was pissed because I'd worked so hard on that interview. I was pissed. I was like, this is mine. Yeah. Where's my name? Yeah, they never took my stuff.
So what have been your highlights? Like your really
major moments?
Like this is an oh shit moment. Like,
listen, can I even finish naming them?
First of all,
I can name a few. Yeah. I've been on radio for 5 years. I'm getting into my 6th year. I've talked to all top 4 SA hip-hop acts, Casper, Cuesta, Nasty C, AKA. I'm in contact with a few other people from there. So that I would definitely say watching AKA perform now when I'm not an intern and actually having a conversation with him. Yeah. I actually said to him like, yo, when you came through, I was just an intern, I didn't have my shit together, but now I do, so we can talk. And he was like, I think I got my shit together too. Literally, this is actually how we started off the He was like, I think I got my shit together too, so yeah, let's talk. I was like, you got your shit together now? Because it looks like you've been having your shit together for a minute. So that, meeting Cuesta, such a dope ass person. Honestly, very humble, very fun. I love that interview. It was raw. Meeting Nasty C now, that one I was mind blown because I'd been watching Nasty since he was a little kid, rapping, and then I'd actually written a feature about him on my website, and it's still there. My current rap obsession should be yours too. That's what it's called. If you go search for it online, you're gonna see it. And it's a very young Nasty. I was like, you guys should really check on this guy because MI had tweeted that, yo, that boy Nasty is fire. So meeting Nasty, I felt like I was meeting my little brother. And I was just like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm so... I even told him that. I was like, yo, fam, I've been watching you for a minute and I'm like seeing you in Kenya. Like, who would have thought that we'd be having a conversation? So that was dope. Meeting Casper as well, that was dope. I mean, he's a big deal in South Africa. Another highlight, I'd say, I guess interviewing all top Kenyan hip-hop acts as well. I've had a conversation with Octo. I've had a conversation with Cali, with King Kaka, and all these people don't take, my what people call hate personally. That's one thing in entertainment that
criticism,
we're told.
Not hate.
Exactly.
Criticism.
Exactly. I am very objective about it. And there's sometimes people will come at me online and be like, tagging people that I've mentioned, and I'm like, fam, trust and believe, I'm not hiding from nobody. Like, this information was gonna get to this person the way it was intended, So I guess it came from there. And then another highlight, getting Kenyan hip hop written in the papers. That was definitely that was crazy. I think when people open that spread and they're like, this 2-page spread on Kenyan hip hop, they're like, yo, what the hell is going on? Maybe I should go back to doing that. Because no one else has really taken it up like that. Yeah, that's definitely a highlight. Which other highlights? All hip hop related? Or career related? Culture related.
Let's just put in culture related.
Culture related. Launching my website. Shout out to Bella. They really came through. Like, it was more grand than I actually expected it to be. And I invited a couple chicks because hip hop is a very male dominated field, and I wanted these women to know that. Despite it being like that, I'm a woman. I started off being like amongst the only chicks who were like, write about K-hip-hop, interview people, and then now I'm seeing more people getting involved in it. I was like, okay, cool. Come through and know that this is a safe place and you guys can get involved as much as you want to be involved in it. So that was definitely a highlight. Biggest, majorest, I don't even know what adjective to use for that, was the Uncut HipHop Awards. Definitely the biggest highlight ever. Ever. I think even just Hip Hop Awards just needs to be talked about on its own.
Yeah, that
was
should
crazy.
be talked about on its own.
Yeah.
But because I saw the pictures and
it was crazy.
It was really dope.
It was insane.
It was really dope.
It was.
Okay, so what have been your challenges? Challenges, first of all, as a radio show host.
Yeah.
And then challenges running Uncut.
Okay. Challenges. First of all, niggas really like to talk. Like, it's exhausting. Yeah. If you're gonna talk, do something also. But if your work is only just to spew hate online and you don't have even facts to back it up, or you're hating on something because you don't understand it because it's new, or because it's, I don't fuck with trap, I only like boom bap. Industry ni ndogo sana by the huku si majority we have 52 states and we can divide every little state into, this is a trap region, this is the boom bap region, this is like the cypher region. It's all gonna be, if you're gonna pop off, you're gonna pop off in Nairobi, right, as a rap artist. And in this Nairobi we can all coexist. Like we're 4 million people in here. Like what's the harm in everyone doing their own thing? I was also not down for trap in the very beginning. I was just like, this is I like boom bap. But then, I started listening to trap where people are actually saying words and have bars, and I was like, you know what? It's not the music that's the problem. Maybe it's the artist that you're listening to that's the problem. So I'd say a lot of hate, a lot of online shit that sometimes. And one thing that I'm really trying to learn still is my career advisor told me, shout out to you, Kuda Henry. He told me never let it get personal. And people are emotional human beings. We all have feelings, we all have emotions. And if someone says, Ruby's trash, it's gonna sting a little, at the back of my head.
But there's some things, even taking personally, it's a waste of your energy.
I know, but I'm saying, I'm actually talking about rappers that I've worked with. Because there's no loyalty in this game. There's no fucking loyalty in this game. How can I be loyal to you and then you have the audacity to go online and talk shit? It doesn't make any sense, And that's what I try not to get personal. I'll be like, okay, cool. I was playing your shit before. I'm not gonna stop playing your shit just because you were talking, crap. Still, I just be in the back of my head, I'll be like, I remember that shit you said, you know? So, online talking, haterade, lack of loyalty. Then there's another thing, the sponsors. At first, when we're starting out in 2016 with the Cypher, a lot of sponsors were like, Kenyan hip hop? What's there? Is there anything?
A foreign concept.
There's crickets, or we wanna do a Cypher. Okay.
A foreign concept.
Yeah, and then everyone actually wants you to do it first, and they're like, oh, it was successful. Now we can jump on it. But I feel like, a lot more people
Yeah.
need to be risk takers.
Yeah.
Like if you see someone has a brilliant idea and you have the muscle and you know that you can push it to a certain extent, why not fucking get on it while it's on the ground instead of waiting for it to be successful,
Yeah.
for you to look like you're associating with successful shit, you know?
Yeah.
Start with it from the beginning and build that loyalty with the brand that you're helping and also with the artists, because these are the same people who are going to be in the VIP section tomorrow throwing bottles and you know, copying the same shit that you're selling, you know. So that, like, the lack of sponsorship has been like the biggest issue, because, you know, I'd say maybe 90 or 85% of these gigs have been coming from my pocket. And that's why last year I didn't do a lot of them, because in the, what was the year before, 2018?
2018.
In 2018, I was really hurt. Like, yo, I burned badly. I burned really bad, and like it really, and you know, I also had personal issues at home, so it really affected my mental. I might have gone into like a little bit of depression, and then I get online and see a fucking rapper who's 6'4" talking some shit like, I'm a presenter, and you know, I'm a kazi. I'm like, do you even know half of you? Honestly, let me say this, literally. All this Uncut shit is extra. I would still get the same fucking paycheck if I did my 2 hours on radio and went home. All this other shit is extra. And I don't see why anyone would attack someone for shit that nobody else is doing. Like, if there were 100 rubies, you know, we could say this one ruby is like the fakest one of them all, like fuck her, you know? But now I'm literally the only person. I'm a radio presenter. I'm here trying to get the culture on the ground. And you still see motherfuckers who've never done shit go online to talk. Honestly, I don't like that at all. And in the beginning, you know, I used to respond. I used to clap back at people in 2016 when guys were like, this surfaced. I'd be like, where's yours? Release. These days, I'm just like, my work speaks for itself. I've put in the hours. I've put in the money. I've exalted careers. I've put people on pedestals. Like, a lot of people can, whether they admit it or not, they know I had a hand in their career. And my work speaks for itself. I don't need to go online and talk to someone who only speaks online and try to, you know, engage them. If they're not gonna come to me and say, hey, yo, Ruby, I think you fucked up over here, let's work on something. Please, like, miss me with that. So do better, K Hip Hop, please. 2020, let's be better.
All right, so when you were setting up Uncut, and you got into those, you know, those challenges of, Kenyan hip hop.
It's tough, yo.
Or even doing the ciphers, and guys are just like, really?
Even guys were like, you know, first guys were like, who are these people? I'm like, well, if you listen to hip-hop culture, every day, every week, maybe you know who these people are. So guys are like, who are these people? That was the first challenge. It's like, which name is this? Can you pronounce this name for me? And it's like, okay, this is a dead end.
But yeah, when you were setting all that up, did you think that, you know, the Hip Hop Awards would come sooner, like as soon as it did, or did you think it was going to come later?
Honestly,
because there was that discussion like, of, you know, should there be a hip hop award show in Kenya? So, like, did you expect it to come like this soon, like 2019, or did you expect it to like maybe come like in 5 years?
Honestly, I really, you know, I think I did the awards last year as the only Uncut event because
actually, it was the only Uncut event.
And you know,
in fact,
people are still talking about it.
Yeah, because I was even having, I think maybe having a small, not an argument, a discussion with Ace, and we were trying to figure out Uncut. How many Uncuts have you done? Like, we're thinking, okay, maybe should it be like, I think it's 4 or 5.
Nah, it's like.
It's not.
When
really.
I stopped, it was like 7. Because we did the first edition in 2016. Then we did the Dream Lounge. Then we did All Women, the King's edition. And then after that, we did the Uncut Live at Alchemist. And then we did Uncut at 1. And then we did, it's a bunch of them. And then we did Rongai. Then we did Fika. Then we did Ball for Help. That's 8. I think the awards was the 9th gig. Yeah.
Okay. Under Uncut.
Under Uncut.
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out like how many, like it's really amazing to see because it's come from really far.
It has.
From really far.
It has.
To even you going to like towns where the artists are there and you're trying to, get the ciphers done and everything.
Yeah.
So like, to the Hip Hop Awards. Did you think it was going to come?
Okay. So honestly, I think I did the Hip Hop Awards last year as a very last event because I want to quote unquote pressure. Yeah. Because from Jan till December, guys were like, yo, Uncut Kolini, what on a platform? So I was like, I was trying to be smart about it, and honestly, last year I really tried to put my foot down. I think maybe I should have been more hands-on, and I would have done more gigs. But I don't regret not doing any other gig last year because I think the Hip Hop Awards like swept the whole year, and it was dope to see that. Yeah. So I did the awards for. We haven't done anything this year. Fuck it. Let's do it. Is when I was thinking about it, I was looking at my like major projects of 2019, and I saw it somewhere. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't remember writing that, but I guess tick that off. So yeah, I don't think I really saw it coming in 2019, but when I remember like always having the vision for having a hip hop award show, and I remember tweeting. Actually, I went to my tweets and I saw a tweet in 2017 when I was like, I don't know, I still want to do a bunch of stuff because Uncut actually came from a round table that never saw the light of day, so it was called Uncut the Round Table. Yeah. So I was like, that name is cool as shit. I'll do like everything with it. So Uncut the cipher, Uncut merchandise, Uncut, everything under Uncut. I was just like, yo, fuck it, let's do it. And then in 2018, we had done the virtual one online, and honestly, I didn't expect it to get as much traction as it did. I didn't expect people to actually like talk shit or, do videos. Shout out CMG. Yeah. To do videos of, we denounced the awards. I was like, yo, this was just an online thing. We were guessing. We didn't know. You know how Instagram, you put those questions. Yeah. We put up a question. We were like, if you were to do a hip hop award show, who would you nominate for best male? Yo, the stats on the page they were crazy. So we just decided to do something formal. Yeah. And then when I saw people actually posting, the posters for I was the winner 2018, I was just like, okay, like guys are hungry for it, they're ready for it. Yeah. So in 2019, I was just like, if nothing else, no matter what happens, sponsors or not, we're gonna do whatever we can with, what we can. And then we met up with the guys at Sands Club, which is now going by Blind Spot right here at Life Plaza. Oh, okay. And they were really dope. Like they were like, we got a dope ass space. Why don't you come through? We went and checked it out. It was perfect. The screens, the decor, the lights, everything was just so perfect. So seeing it, I was like, okay, I can see it coming to life. When we didn't even do half of the stuff that we wanted to do, but I was like, okay, I can see, half of the other stuff happening. So it was like a half full glass type of moment. And, it was dope. I really loved it. Loved that everyone came through, all generations of hip hop were in the building. Do you feel FOMO for missing it?
I feel bad. I don't. It's not FOMO. I just feel bad that I missed it.
FOMO is bad. FOMO equals bad.
I just felt really bad.
FOMO is not a good feeling. So he felt bad, aka
I felt
FOMO.
bad. I felt bad.
Okay.
I felt like because I was missing. It felt like I was missing out on history, but I was unavailable to go.
Oh my God! So. I am sorry.
So I just saw the pictures, then I was just like, hey, guys dressed up, guys was suited.
Guys was, Strap Gang. The Strap Gang. Yeah. I didn't expect them to come through like that. Slim B was in a 3-piece. Musa, ooh, wait. Like, guys really, if you haven't checked out the videos, please. The videos and the clips and the pictures, go to the Uncut Africa Instagram or just search Uncut HipHop Awards on Google. Google us, get us over there. Guys were really
they're on Google, but I'm telling you, big deal.
We on Google.
Big deal.
So yeah, it was really dope to see guys come out. Eduji was there. That was crazy. Provoke. You know, Hiram, who produced Kantai's music, was there for the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I heard Kali only came for like half an hour.
I don't know if it was
true?
half an hour. I don't know if it was half an hour, but I think he was coming from like another, you know, end of year party.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really don't give a fuck if he came for half an hour, 10 minutes, or the biggest hip hop artist in the country was in the building to show solidarity, and he took pictures, and he actually presented an award, and he made a speech for his high noon. He did more than we just asked him to come and sit and take pictures. He did more than that. So, you know, I don't know if it was 30 or 10.
That's dope.
See him there was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was really, the Hip Hop Awards, I'm still not over it. We're still not over it. We're still talking about it, man. Last week, we had a Winners Award cocktail party over here.
Yeah.
Shout out to the good people at Decanter for hooking up we were popping bottles. We're superstars now. Trust and believe, we're like upper echelon. You can't fuck with us. I'm joking.
So, where do you see the Kenyan hip hop scene going? Like, you can see clearly that there's a lot of growth, especially in the last, I want to say last decade. From the times of Sauti Sol coming up, and you know Kamula also coming up. Especially
Wait,
that.
are you saying Sauti Sol is a hip hop group?
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of like Kenyan
musically,
musically, and then the hip hop scene, of course, when, you know, everyone was saying, you know, Kamula is bubblegum rap, it's not really, you know, hip hop and all that. Up to now, where we have, you know, guys like Wakadinali, we have like quite a few groups. Ad Family, Boutros now is like a popping solo artist, Silverstone. So where do you see the scene going, like in the next 5 years or so?
I see more structure. Like a whole industry around it. I think the whole conversation of, you know, rappers are not making money is definitely going to reduce or stop. Yeah. Hopefully stop. Yeah. I think this generation, especially of hip hop, is one that is very hands-on with like solutions. Yeah. It's like, oh, we realize the OGs did this. Like, what can we do to not, you know, fall in the same path or make the same mistakes, stuff like that. So I definitely see like an industry. I see more managers. Actually, there needs to be more managers. Not everyone can be an artist. If you know, your dream of being a rapper failed because you can't rap, you can still be involved in the music business by being a manager. You can be a PR person. You can be an assistant.
You can be a content creator.
You can be a content creator. Actually, I really am down for more content creation. The culture definitely needs to be documented. So all these podcasts that are coming up, and, you know, vlogs, and you know, all that stuff, I'm really digging it. I see more of it. I see definitely more young people getting money outside of just their regular jobs, which is, you know, go to school, be a doctor. So I see more rappers coming in and saying, actually, I'm good. And some rappers, the guys who are serious with their moves, they've actually already started saying, I'm making a little bit of money. I can pay a couple bills with some of this cash I'm making. So I see that on a larger scale, and I also see maybe more attention to Kenyan hip hop if we do stick to it. You know, if we do stick to the script and we're just like, no matter what happens, we're gonna keep on going. Because, you know, a lot of times when artists come up in the game, they come up as hip-hop artists, and then they're like, hey, hip-hop is stuff, there's no money in it, and they switch up. So I'm hoping, and I'm really trying to discourage any other hip-hop artists that I know. Every time they're like, oh my God, it's so hard, I'm like, no, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it for the future. You gotta do it for the next generation. Because if someone doesn't stop this whole switching to the next genre that's popping, hip-hop will forever be a growing new genre in Kenya, because every generation of artists that comes up will be like, we're trying to figure out the shit that our people did back in the day, and that's not a conversation that should be happening in 2020 and beyond. So yeah, definitely more money in the game. Hopefully more corporates down to spend money. Exactly, down to spend money, down to
and actually
risks.
Pay artists. I'm looking at you, corporates.
For sure.
Pay
for sure.
Creatives, pay artists.
For sure.
Hatuwezi kula na exposure.
For sure.
physical and exposure.
Factual, for sure. And you know, these corporates need to come and help me make some more money so I can help these artists make money as well. Yeah, so I hope that the corporates will definitely pay more attention to what is happening in the scene. At least right now, actually, when I mention the name of Cardinale in a couple boardrooms, they're like, oh, I know those dudes. So you can see that, you know, it might take a while, maybe, because hip-hop is not everyone's cup of tea. Kenyan hip-hop,
it's an acquired taste.
Yeah, Kenyan hip-hop. I think it's like pretentious acquired taste, because if you're gonna listen to Migos, and there's Kenyan trap that can match Migos.
I had the same
why not
conversation.
just listen to the Kenyan, you know? People be like, I don't like this Kenyan-ish. But you're listening to some abroad dudes talk to you about life in the hood that you don't know nothing about, because there's no Bloods and, you know, Crips out here. So
I had the same conversation with Ace, and, you know, when guys are told, okay, dumb it down, and then you still go listen to Migos, you still go listen to, like, American acts, and then you're telling us, dumb down.
And then when people dumb down, you'll be like, Kenya hakuna buzz. You know, people are not rapping, people are just here making sounds in trap music, and that's why I can't fuck with Kenyan hip-hop, because, you know, if it's not uko flani mau mau, I don't want nothing else. Please, those conversations are so tired.
And then also another thing, and this I actually didn't peep until I had a conversation as well, still with Ace. You know, we're the third generation of hip-hop in Kenya. And of course the fourth generation is just right behind us. So we shouldn't do what the OGs did to us in terms of not mentoring, not supporting, not pushing as much as they should have. Because I think we would have had so many more collabs with the generation of, you know, the late great Kantai. We would have had so many more collabs with those guys if they had, you know, embraced what we were doing. And that's why, you know, still to this day, you can see, you know, sometimes it's mentioned, Kamula, the BT Award nomination. And, you know, we've never gone back there since. And we're trying to get back there and even win an award. So, like, I just found it interesting. Like, this is the third generation. Like, we are the third generation. Then fourth is just coming up.
I just feel like a lot of it is very much that whole guys get into hip-hop, switch to another genre that's making money. Honestly, it's heartbreaking, I think. Also, because, you know, those guys also switch up because they're like, I don't have the heart for it, I got bills to pay. And you can't blame these people. But at least now I feel like there's people who are sticking with it. You know, Cardinales, they're sticking with it. The Strap Gang are there sticking with their trap, you know. And I feel like, you know, the people who are coming up, even the guys, I get DMs from guys in high school or who are just cleared out of high school, and they're like, yo, I do strap, I'm a strapper. You know, and that's good to see. So it means like if this strap gang can actually, you know, go to these schools and maybe pick one person that they're like, you know what, we're gonna ride with this dude after fourth form, you know, that has already inspired another generation. Because you know back in the day when like Akina Shu Kid were doing their thing, it was hard to even get on radio because you're rapping in English. We don't get this hip hop shit in English, you know? But from that part to actually having a 2-hour show for Kenyan hip hop, to having stations ready to back people, you know, Homeboyz, we backed Boutros as he launched his tape at Deep West. We're always down to support new artists. I mean, I gotta pitch it. But I don't mind doing it because that's my job. I'm in that position for a reason. And I think that's also one thing that inspired Uncut. The whole guys used to come in and everyone was just like, I'm so disappointed with our legends. Instead of helping us out, they shut us down. They're not opening these doors for us. And I think also that
apathy.
And I think that also that mentality comes from people feeling inadequate, quote unquote. Like if I put this rapper on, my fans are gonna go to him, the brands that I fuck with are gonna go to him. What does that leave me with? But if you look at it from, I'll mention one of my favorite rappers, J. Cole. J. Cole was signed to Jay-Z, right? After getting signed, after, you know, dropping a couple albums, he was like, you know what, I'm ready to spread my wings. And he's still under contract, but he got Dreamville, which is under him. Now, this is a whole bunch of rappers. Some do sound like Cole. Some are some don't sound like Cole. You know, Ari Lennox is on there as well.
Very dope.
And J. Cole is still making money from his being signed to the label and his having a label with other artists. So instead of looking at it like, you know, my worth is diminishing, how about look at it from a longevity point of view?
Yeah.
You know, from, you know, Diddy doing his thing with Notorious B.I.G. to actually coming doing it with Danny T. Kane and Diddy Dirty Money, his worth didn't reduce, in fact it increased. We're like, how is this dude able to stay relevant all these years? Instead of our tired ass, you know, legends trying to keep going back to the booth, and you know nobody's checking for that shit, honestly, hard truth. Unless, aside from 5 people, no one is really checking for that shit because your time came and it went, right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to go back into that space and competing with other young artists who are also fighting for a very niche hip-hop space, how about you get one of the ones that you usually say, hey, when me check you, when you're normal, and just be like, come, let's kick it in the stew. I got a studio, I'm gonna do a whole album for you. And from the album, I got contacts with this radio presenter, they're gonna do your PR, or this firm is gonna do your PR. And from there, I used to work with this brand back in the day because I know they have contacts. And they'll be like, we could do a small session at this particular joint. Come and spread your wings. And you know, when this artist is out here, the album was done by this OG person. When they sell the album, the cut is gonna go back to the OG. When you do a show, some of the money is also gonna go back to the label or to the person who's helping you with that stuff. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to compete, but you're finding smarter ways of making money without having to compete with people who are 10, 15 years younger than you, who are more with it, with the times, with the, you know, who understand what's happening on the ground. You know, you might be 50 years old and you think you have all the knowledge you have in hip-hop, but at the end of the day, you don't know what a 25-year-old is going through. Better than another 25-year-old rapper who's going through that stuff. Yeah.
All right, finally. We had this conversation.
Don't do it.
But
nah, I refuse. Nope.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm not doing it.
I always ask whether guys have a top 5, either producers or rappers. She doesn't have a top 5, but who do you listen to? Who inspires you to like get up, hustle, like come to work, even when you're chilling at home, like during your free time? Who do you listen to?
I mean, I listen to a lot of Dreamville. I think like the whole Dreamville stable, I really fuck with it. And I fuck with it because I fucked with the founder first. So you see, advantage. I was a fan of J. Cole first, and he was like, oh, you're a fan of me? I actually got this dude called Bass. Can you listen to? Oh, I also got this dude called JID. Oh, I also got these people called Earth Gang. I got this beautiful girl, you know? And I'm like, if J. Cole likes it, who am I not to like it? So I really mess with a lot of Dreamville. Of course, I really mess with a lot of, let's see, Top Dog. I feel like these are just the usual names, though. Everyone does say these names.
Well, yeah, it's who you listen to. It doesn't have to be very specific.
Yeah. J-Rock. I've really been listening to that Redemption. Who else? Who else do I have in my... Of course, Nipsey Hussle, the great rest in peace.
The marathon continues.
You know, I cried when like one tear. It was one gangster. One gangster tear. Just I was that hurt.
That was a tough day.
That hurt. Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I think I listen to a lot of aspirational rappers. Oh, I also listen to this guy called Euros. Yo,
I've heard of Euros.
Oh my God. If I could now say like favorite, oh my goodness.
All right.
Yo, I listened to his project BIC.
Yeah.
The whole project is hard.
Yeah.
And then you get to the last song and he's singing. I actually, the first time I heard it, because I like listening to music, like, okay, let the whole thing play, and then I'll go listen to track. Or if a song appeals to me, I'll be like, oh, what song is that? I'll go listen. So I went and checked the playlist. I was like, when did this playlist switch up from raps to singing? Yo, I even told Steph, if ever you decide to do like a project with this dude, it would absolutely kill. So yeah, Euros is one. Yeah, it's one rapper I definitely listen to locally.
Yes.
Kenyan rappers. You know, Kenyan rappers. If you ask me Kenyan African rappers, I'm gonna give you them.
We don't have time for a list though, but go on. I'm sure your list is like more than 20.
I mean, I'll keep it short. Nasty C, Shane Eagle, A. Reese, Pretty Ugly, Joseph, that's okay. Okay, those were South Africans. Joseph, Jack Will. Oh my goodness, I can't get enough of Jack Will. Steph, I love her.
Yes.
Let's see, who's the other project? High Renaissance, Time Lapse. Actually, track 6. That's my voice on there. Yeah, you go do your research. Monsky, I can't wait to see what comes of her. I think I've said this before.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see a switch up of style. You know, see her switch up how she attacks the mic. I say attack because, you know, every rapper is hard.
Yeah.
But, you know, how she handles her raps or how she articulates her raps on the mic. I hope to see a change.
Yeah.
Which other rapper is on here that I'm bumping? I mean, of course, those for back in the day, Kina Ace, Kevo K4, Shuge. Yeah, those are there. Those are Valerie Madani, of course. I've listened to her projects, both projects, love them. And Valerie is actually making some crazy moves. I'm so jealous of her at such a young age. By the time she's like 30, she'll be living that
mad potential.
Yeah,
mad
that's
potential.
dope. Who else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Not a rapper, but Xenia.
Okay.
I love her.
Okay. She's dope. Shout out to her.
Karun as well. Yeah. Ruby LaRue. Yeah.
Those are all dope people.
Yeah. I think that's how extensive my playlist is. You know, I have a catalog of like a lot of African albums, a lot of Kenyan projects, mixtapes, EPs, albums as well. Casey Kalamoto, definitely that one. Kalamoto is definitely. Chabuli, you know, I keep forgetting these people. Definitely bump that.
It's fine.
When I'm trying to turn up or, you know, like just get myself into some dope energy vibes, I usually listen to a lot of AD Family. Because, I mean, they're the turn up gang. So, yeah, I listen to AD Family when I'm just like, you know what, I don't really want to think about these bars today.
Just want to turn up.
Yeah.
Turn up in the house.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for doing this. It's really a pleasure to talk to people who always have knowledge in the game, who've had time in the game, and they can provide their own perspective. That's what I always look for when I'm doing these.
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can find you on social media.
First of all, thank you for having me. It's really fun to do. Is this how much fun people have when they do interviews with me? Because god damn, I want to switch. I want to do this all the time. Tell me what you're thinking. Okay, anyway, let me get serious. Find me on social media at JustRubyV. Check out my website, rubyvtheplugged.co.ke. We've got amazing content on there. Everything, fashion, lifestyle, everything is on there. You can also check out Uncut Africa, which is my baby. Gonna be turning 4 this year in December. So check us out, UnKut Africa, across all social media platforms. Go ahead and follow, go ahead and like, go ahead and onto YouTube, check out our videos, check out where we've come from 2016 and where we're headed, because, you know, the future is, can it even get brighter? I think it can. It should. It should.
It's the money. Thank you so much for watching. And till next time, peace.
Subscribe.